And welcome everyone to Mystics Outlook. We got Raymond Lyons here, Cardo Dudley Jr., Wilson Tarver Jr., the Washington Mystics. Cardo laid out the keys to tonight's game. One box they did not check was the turnovers. However, outside of that, we're kind of solid. The turnovers played a big role in this game, being a little closer than it needed to. That said, credit to them for their job from the line as they beat the Sun 88-81 and they moved to they moved to 6-7 on the year, so they're one game away from 500 after splitting their last two games. But Cardo, we'll start with you and then Ray. Just your thoughts on this one as we saw Washington take advantage of this opportunity, even though they were shorthanded, and they leave Connecticut with the W.
Yeah, man. Players stepped up. Like we talked about pregame, players had to step up. Needed Sonya to be Sonya. Lauren would have to step up and be productive. Georgia would have to step up and produce. Just give them anything. No disrespect. Anywhere's been balling. She's probably been the most consistent player all season. So she just elevated her play with no Shakira, and obviously Kiki been out for a little bit, and everybody else just gotta not do the things that they've been doing to beat themselves. You know what I mean? Like I know they turned the ball over 13 times, but that's a win in my book compared to what they normally do. And regardless, with the way they was punishing them inside 48-36, I was definitely proud of like that right there. Just I'm going at your chest. Like it's that set the tone right there. And then Sonya looked like the all-star version of Sonya. She was the best player on the floor by far. Come on, man. 26 and 12 and 4, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. She got it in. She's like, oh, we gonna win. That was just, you could just tell like, oh, we gonna win tonight. Like there's no way we should be losing to this team. They're the worst team in the league. Let's use this game to kind of get back on track. Georgia, 10 points, 3 or 5, 2 or 4. Like I said, the pregame, don't worry about mistakes, man. Don't worry about it. Just hoop. And you can tell sometimes she plays like she's trying to avoid mistakes. And when you play like that, you're going to make mistakes. And you know that. Just hoop free. And she hoop more free. And she did her thing. And you know what I mean? But anywhere, like I said, the most consistent player, 22 points, 3 rebounds. It was just a gritty team win, especially when the Sun kind of made a late push to try to get back in the game. I love what they did, man. And one beautiful thing that they didn't do was rely on a 3-point shot. They shot it efficiently. They shot 38%. They only shot 18. Normally that thing be up in the 20s, approaching 30. And because of that, they went through their bigs and look, 29 or 30. That's the difference in the game. How they was getting to the free throw line, but they were attacking. It wasn't just post ups. Sonya was getting downhill. Georgia, Cody gonna get downhill. She didn't score a basket. She made a couple free throws, but she 6 rebounds, 4 assists. She was finding other people. Like I said, she's a one-woman fast break. So when she get downhill, you gotta collapse because she's too powerful, too explosive. So she contributed to winning, regardless if she scored, and that's a good sign, man. Look. Man, just find ways, man. Just find ways, and they did it. The only reason why the game was close because Connecticut bench came in and by committee and produced and scored a lot. They outscored the Mystics bench 42-11, which is wild. But the Mystics starters held it down, man. So, and then Washington won the rebounding battle. I don't know how in the hell Connecticut beat them 16-2 with second chance points. That's something I'm like, you win the rebound battle, but you get punished in second chance points 16-2. That's crazy. So, I'm looking at least tomorrow. Go figure. Leading rebounder for the Sun, one of the leading rebounders in the league. She's just scrappy, so she had a lot to do with that. But nonetheless, man, hell of a win. And it's good to see this version of Sonya. And hopefully this version of Sonya stays.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's always good to get one in the win column. And yeah, that's what jumped out to me. Sonya's just her aggressiveness, because sometimes, she'll have a game that's similar stat wise, but like this was a loud 26 and 12. Like she set the tone from jump and never took her foot off the gas. And yeah, that's just good to see, man. With a player of her caliber, sometimes a game like this is all it takes to get her going. And we've seen what she's capable of over the last season and some change. So yeah, hopefully, like Cardell said, this version is here to stay. But yeah, the whole team was aggressive, really, as noted by their free throw attempts. Usually they're sending the other team to the line 30 times. Tonight, they were determined that they want to take it to them, and they did, and it paid off. Turnovers 13 is good by comparison to what they normally do, but they only turned Connecticut over 5 times. That's excuse me, that's something they got to be better at. But nevertheless, man, just overall good win. Especially when they were down key players. Having Shakira and Kiki out, that's tough to overcome, given how they typically play. But folks step up. Lauren did a good job her first start. Michaela Oyenwere, she's ramping up as the season progresses. So that's definitely a good thing to see. So yeah, man, it's Connecticut, but they're a professional team too. It counts as a win. And it just gives them some confidence, especially for Georgia. It's always good when she gets to see the ball go in the basket. Hopefully this will allow her to be more comfortable, like Cardell said, man, and not play as tentative, because that just, especially a player like her that that creates a lot, that just robs her of her strength. When she's just thinking too much, she just got to go out, fill the game, and make quick decisions instead of trying to just be premeditated. That's basketball is you got to fill the game, man, and she did that tonight. So yeah, good win, a much needed win, and hopefully it can continue.
Yeah, I don't have much to add. Like you guys said, they handled their business, right? It was a 2-win team coming into this one. You should be the 2-win team, even being shorthanded. But like you guys said, yeah, Lauren set the tone, starting the game going inside against BG. Nice physical possession, and yeah, Sonya, what was it? 12 rebounds. It was a game high 12 rebounds on a night when you're missing, the other 2 members of your big 3. Big time game from her. And Carter, I'm right with you. Is one of the things like mentally I made a note of was I think it was Georgia's second 3-pointer in the first half. I was like, all right, you started kind of look like who we saw in college at some point when you weren't thinking as much. And that's huge too. As Ray said, you're thinking, I don't care what sport it is, if the more you thinking, the less fast and free you're playing. But yeah, I'm happy that they got that done tonight. And I appreciate the fact that they responded almost every time Connecticut made a run. They responded immediately. So credit to them for that. And Onyenwere, huge night. And I think Cardell, you said a couple games ago, you were talking about how her and Shakira being new to these roles that they're in here in Washington. And we're seeing Michaela really starting to get a little bit getting comfortable. And it's coming with a level of consistency that's huge. She hit 4 threes a night. Like you said, there was only 7 threes hit, but how many times we got on here after the game talk about the importance of just shots going in from the perimeter, what it does in terms of opening space up with the way that they attack inside so much. Like, that's huge. And we already know she gets downhill and attacks as well. So big performance by her, Sonya, and company. That's a player of the game for you guys.
Sonya,
yeah, easily.
All right, Xfactor.
I'm gonna have to roll with Lauren. She outplayed Griner, living legend. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. 9 to 10 from the free throw line. Couple shots, all being efficient from the field, 2 of 7. Obviously, she made 3, and it's like 3 and 6. She 50%. But they needed her production inside. You know what I mean? Because it'll made the team. It'll make Connecticut try to just swarm the perimeter and take that away because they didn't really have a inside presence if she didn't get it done. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? They would have had to drive, and that's much easier to guard than to worry about somebody down low and then getting back out to the perimeter when because they shot 38%. They was also getting downhill, getting to the cup, finishing, getting to the free throw line. So Connecticut was on their heels all night. The Mystics don't turn the ball over. If they make a few more shots, it's not even close. So their defense, they have breakdowns with the reserves. It's not close. So I'm only where I expect that. She scored in double figures 5 of the last 6 games. The only game she didn't was the blowout loss to the Dream. So it's been consistent. I know what she's gonna bring. But Lauren was the test, her and Georgia, but more so Lauren, because if she don't give them inside presence, it's just a perimeter game. They one dimensional.
Yep, right.
I agree. Like I said, Michaela, this has kind of been where she's been living at for the past few games. But Lauren stepping in with with the starting front court, 2 of the 3 out, and filling those shoes, that's huge.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. It was your first career start, and you produced. You came through. I even thought of how many times tonight that they weren't able to get the ball to her when she did establish really good position. To Cardell, like you said, to your point, a shot here or there, her line looks even better. But a hell of a performance by her on a night that they needed it, and we saw obviously the 10 free throws tell you when that ball came inside, Connecticut responded to a threat. They responded accordingly. She was running through their front court for a little while. Like we saw BG, we saw Reagan Bears tonight. Like they were throwing bodies down there, and we saw the ball get kicked out. And again, doesn't happen without her being in there. All right, we'll get to some of these comments before we get out of here. Area 11T, think as it's to himself tonight. I've seen enough. Making you wear a option number 1. LOL. Fouled that up with Lauren was solid in her first start.
Thanks, Sonya.
But yeah, Cardell, go ahead. Let Citron borrow your 3-point shot.
And I can't shoot a girl ball, dog. Man, she good, man. It just happens, man. It fluctuates. That's why you can't live by the 3, dog. And she can score from everywhere, so she good, man.
You ain't lying, big girl. You know what from Sonya tonight? She's been best going downhill and getting the free throw attempts up. If her shot comes back, scary hours incoming. Again, still talking about Sonya.
I mean, the best way to get your shot back is to just see it go in. What better way than layups and from the free throw line? You know what I mean? Then that cup start to get big, and then next thing you know, you bombing away from 3. So, plus, I think she like playing up in Connecticut for some reason. I don't know why, man.
It's Notre Dame success in that state, man. They love it. She feels comfortable up there, to say the least. How y'all feel about Lucy getting the backup PG minutes tonight over Flores?
Next woman up, man. They needed it. And she produced 6 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 20 minutes. Very productive. Only negative, I mean, if you want to nitpick, she missed 1 shot from 50%. She was 2 of 6. But she was a +3. Her defense held up. Hey, yeah, man. Like, they needed it. They needed it, man. I don't know what the deal was with Flores, but hey, whatever. It worked. They got the W.
Hey, man, I was just going to say the result is the result. So, credit Lucy. She wasn't a negative tonight, so you guys been on here after games talking about what's going on with the point guard position. Georgia had a good night. Lucy stepped in. Lucy had a solid night. Resulted in a W. We will see Flores next time. It's her time up. They got another game on Friday. We'll see what that looks like. But yeah, huge win. Missing 2 huge pieces in the front court tonight. They'll be on the road again Friday. I believe it's against New York to get a chance to get a little bit of get back. If possible, after what was that last Sunday? What happened last Sunday? So we'll also see if they get either Kiki or Shakira back. It's a tall task with New York as is, but looking forward to talking to you guys then.